The viral courage that propels you into the digital arena is not a liberation from anxiety, but a performance of invincibility designed to mask the terror of being truly seen. And true bravery requires not curating a fearless persona for an audience of millions, but dismantling the algorithm until vulnerability becomes the only metric that matters. In NoFear, Tate James delivers a contemporary new adult romance that transforms the influencer narrative trope into a searing exploration of digital authenticity and embodied sovereignty, proving that in economies defined by engagement, connection isn't found in flawless content. It's forged in the radical act of showing up unedited when every platform demands you remain optimized. This isn't merely another social media romance with glamorous backdrops. It's a psychologically precise narrative where every posted moment feels like both shield and sentence. Consent to be known is negotiated through self-trust rather than assumed validation, and healing means honoring the person beneath the profile when virality demands she remain a brand. From the first ring light and notification narration, listeners are immersed in a world where visibility is currency and presence is the only unfiltered truth. Perfect for fans of emotionally intelligent contemporary fiction and stories where female agency defies digital expectations, this audiobook serves up atmospheric intimacy, relentless emotional honesty, and protagonists whose journey from curated icon to sovereign partner resonates with anyone who's ever mistaken likes for love. When lifestyle influencer Ilara Vance agrees to a collaborative campaign with reclusive tech founder Julian Thorne to rebrand her image after a public burnout, she expects transactional polish. Not to discover his quiet refusal to participate in performative authenticity mirrors the exhaustion she's buried beneath years of algorithmic compliance, and his insistence on off-camera connection creates space for a bond that defies platform protocol. But as they navigate sponsored content and buried attractions, Ilara realizes this collaboration isn't about reach, it's about recalibration. James masterfully avoids reducing Ilara to shallow starlet or Julian to brooding savior. Instead, he crafts a relationship rooted in radical reciprocity within constraint, where trust is earned through honoring boundaries even as desire blurs them, and where intimacy emerges from seeing each other beyond assigned metrics. The audiobook narration amplifies this emotional alchemy, capturing Ilara's disciplined brightness softening into genuine receptivity, and Julian's guarded precision revealing warmth beneath stoic vigilance. You don't just hear their bond deepen, you feel the seismic shift of two souls learning that some connections can only be claimed when you stop letting analytics define them. What elevates NoFear beyond typical influencer romance fare is its nuanced portrayal of digital culture as somatic practice rather than abstract performance. Ilara isn't merely rebuilding a brand, she's confronting how creator economy taught her to equate worth with visibility, challenging the notion that safety requires constant self-auditing. Julian doesn't ground her through detachment, he creates sanctuary where her complexity can exist without diminishment, honoring her autonomy even as his own conditioning surfaces. Their relationship evolves through acts of radical reciprocity, sharing silences during device-free evenings that bypass performance, establishing rhythms that protect both professional integrity and psychological safety, and defending each other from managers who mistake evolution for breach of contract. Supporting characters add vital texture, fellow creators whose loyalty encodes suppressed grief, followers whose comments carry intergenerational weight, even the digital landscape itself, rendered as living archive whose feeds absorb decades of unspoken bargains. Every interaction reinforces the novel's core truth. In systems built on extraction, tenderness is technique, and presence is the only sustainable resource. Even the romance mechanics serve thematic depth, with content strategy mirroring emotional attunement, and collaborative projects becoming metaphors for earned trust. For audiobook listeners, this production is an immersive sensory descent into authentic intimacy. The narrator embodies Ilara and Julian with remarkable distinction. Ilara's voice carries polished intelligence laced with dawning vulnerability, while Julian's low timbre tumbles with suppressed tenderness beneath disciplined cadence, making their chemistry palpable even during conflict. Sound design enhances atmosphere without overwhelming immersion. Distant notification chimes marking temporal rhythm, rain against studio windows during vulnerable confessions, the hushed rustle of fabric syncing with breath during moments of clarity, all anchor psychological stakes in tangible reality. Pacing mirrors the cadence of digital detox, deliberate during reflection and alliance building, then surging with urgency as external pressures collide with internal awakenings. Whether you're commuting through hyper-connected landscapes or sitting in twilight solitude, the audiobook creates a portable sanctuary where slowness feels sacred and embodiment feels lifeline. Its storytelling is somatic validation, transforming passive listening into active participation in a love story that honors both duty and desire. Ultimately, NoFear redefines contemporary romance by centering female epistemology within digital frameworks. It satisfies genre cravings for satisfying chemistry and hopeful resolution, while delivering substantive commentary on creator burnout, masculine vulnerability, and the radical act of building partnerships based on mutual recognition rather than rescue. As Book 1 in the Clikbyte series, it establishes a foundation of emotional authenticity that promises depth throughout the saga, yet stands confidently as a complete emotional odyssey. If you've ever wondered whether love can coexist with visibility, or if true strength requires embracing what others filter out, this audiobook will affirm that sometimes the most powerful act is simply choosing to be real. Press play, put down the phone, and prepare to believe that even in landscapes shaped by curation, hearts still find ways to connect. Your next favorite romance isn't waiting in perfect posts. It's waiting in the brave, trembling choice to honor your whole self.